guys, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Canto, A Place Like Home, Issue 1 by Dark Horse. Now, there is fighting, magic, and possible death in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. Oh, I've waited so long for this one. After the last series of Canto ended, and I can't remember the title even anymore. But yeah, after that one ended, I was sitting and waiting for the next one that will conclude the whole saga of Kento. Then when they finally announced that it'll happen this year, I was fucking ecstatic. And finally, the issues came out, but unfortunately, it took a while for it to get here in Israel, especially with the war and everything. But finally, I've gotten issue one, and and I finally read it today. I look forward to see how the saga concludes. I want to know what happens. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, let's start. So when we left off Kento in the previous series, in the last issue of that one, he was about to go face off the Shrouded Man in the Emerald Tower after he has gotten his heart. The heart of the Shrouded Man, I mean, in him. And now to, I think he was defeat him, he needs to put the Shrouded Man's heart back into his chest. So now the issue begins with Kento standing outside of the doors of the Emerald Tower, saying there's a monologue, and here it's between him and him and the Shrouded Man talking to each other. So he's like, the story Kento is wrong, and you arrived at the tower, and what are you gonna find here, Small Knight? Because I thought I would find hope. Not hope, but yeah. And Kanto's like, I'm tired of your riddles. He breaks through the doors, goes in, and is attacked by the Shrouded Man's minions as he goes through to save his friends. Oh, that was another thing. In the last series, in the last issue, you had to choose between going to the Emerald Tower to save his friends or going back to New Arcana and helping his people fight. So he chose to go and save his friends. So he goes inside, he fights a few minions as he and the Shrouded Man continue to have their monologue. The Shrouded Man tells him, what, I thought I would find hope when I reached the tower, and I didn't find the princess, but, after looking at you, I realized there was never any hope to begin with. As one minion grabs Kento's scarf and throws him out of a window. Oops, sorry. Throws him out of a window, but this time, last time Kento fell from the Emerald Tower. And, he was grabbed by, this lady friend's bird. Was it? Yeah, I think that one saved him. Yes. Wait, was it a bird? No, it wasn't a bird. No, it was. It's been long. I gotta dig out my Kento and reread everything. Right, so, Kento, this time Kento doesn't fall. He uses his axe, hits the side of the tower, and grabs on. And then he climbs back up on a balcony, I think it was. A balcony. Then we move on to back in New Arcana. We see a little Metal Knight. It's a lady, Metal Knight. And she's on one of those, I forgot what the creatures that are with them, the red ones with the fur, I forgot what they're called. But anyway, she's on one of those, and she looks through a telescope and sees that an army is approaching, a big army, the army of the Shrouded Man. She's like, oh no! And she uses her little creature, not little, it's definitely not a little creature. She goes on the creature and they start running back towards New Arcana. They run. She grabs on hold to a vine, and the little the red creature runs on. And she starts climbing, and she's like, "Elder, Elder, they're coming. The shrouded man's army is here." Right, right. So then, uh, yeah, okay, yeah, that was then. She she trips over the ledge a bit. She climbs up, and she tells Elder, Elder, they're coming. There's so many of them. How can we fight them? And he says, we will. Is your heart ticking in your chest? And she says, yes. Well, as long as it's ticking, we're going to decide what we do with the time that we have left. And, Kento promised that he will bring us aid, and he never failed us before, even when he thought that he did. So he said, you will prepare the armies and go. And she said, wait, what do you mean? As he tells her you, and she said, wait, what do you mean me? Well, where are you going to be? And he says, I'm going to go ahead and meet the armies and buy you some time. And she said, the elder, you can't, it's dangerous. And he says, I will. If I can give also Kento some more time, then I will. And he goes down an elevator. We go back to Canto in the Emerald Tower. He's finally reached, I guess, the dungeon or a room. His friends are there. I only remember Falco. But yeah, there was another little knight with him. His name I forgot. But he is the one from the original, and then they had 3 more that came to help them. So they're all in wooden cages. Kento cuts them down, not too gently, mind you. It just fucking cuts the rope and they all fall and bang. I get it, they're made of metal, but still, you think he tried to be a little more gentle? That probably hurts. But yeah, it's like, he's looking at the, you're right, where's Falco? And then Falco's a bigger metal knight than the rest of them. So he's chained up, and he's like, quick, help me cut him down, or help me pull out the chains. And Falco also, like, into the ground. I mean, come on, mate. Falco looks fucking injured. At least be a little careful with him and just ploop to the floor. Ugh, poor bastard. But yeah, he's got it tough. I think the last time in the previous years, the Shrouded Man hit him quite good. Or was it someone? Yeah, he got injured. So Kento runs to him, cradles his head, and said, Falco, hold on, we need to get him back to Elder. You'll fix him. And Falco's like, no, Kento, no, and the deceit, not. How does he tell him that? You New Archaea do not understand tricked. There we go. So yeah, and then the Shrouded Man appears, and it tells there you are, Kento. Give me back my heart, and I'll let you and your people live. And Kento's like, I'll give you back your heart once I put it in your chest. And he runs towards him to attack him, and then poof, he disappears in purple smoke. And then Kento understands. This was a trick. The Shrouded Man never waited for him in the Emerald Tower and was never going to wait for him. He tricked him there to distract him, as he tells his friends. And they're like, wait, to distract you from what? To take you away from what? And he says, from New Arcana. So yes, the Shrouded Man is with his armies. There's a big, massive army in Arcana, in New Arcana, to destroy the Metal Knights. Also, the former slavers of Kento's people, they're going to give them aid in this fight, but it looks like they haven't reached there yet. Even though Kento was promised that they would come to help him, to help them. I mean, so yeah, Kento said New Arcana. Then we go back to New Arcana. Elder goes to a messenger. Oh, anyway, one of the Shrouded Man's army men, and he tells him, and, and he tells him, Elder tells him, tell the Shrouded Man, you know, that we will fight. They go and tell him that as he takes his cane and pulls it, and it's actually a sword inside. And the army man says, you know, smiles wickedly and says, "Tell him yourself." And he's like, "No." And then he gets a blast of purple magic, purple energy to the face. It's magic, and it's the Shrouded Man. And then he says, "I always thought your people were cowardly, or cowardly lot." 1 second. Gotta read you this. Yeah, he said that right. It wasn't the. There we go. Turn back or we'll turn him back. There we go. He says, "I've always believed your people were cowards, but I did not believe they would send their oldest to fall first." Yeah. And you see Elder just laying there. I think he might be dead. I think there's a high chance that he's dead. I don't know, granted, what the Shrouded Man has done to him, but I don't think he's with us anymore. And then you see like a little panel, and like it's a two page spread, and then there's a panel on the side where you see Kento. He's like Elder, and his eye, you know, is all open, and the pupil is tiny. And that is it. That is the end of the first issue. Okay. So first cover. I love this cover. You see Kento holding on to the Emerald Tower. Oh, awesome. I love the purple in the background. His angry, determined look in his eye. Awesome. Now all of this here for him is actually purple inside the comic because he's got the Shrouded Man's heart inside of him. And I can actually tell you this is cover A. Convenient them putting that up there. Yeah, I think it's by Drew Zucker that he does the interior art and he also does covers. Oh yeah, awesome. Oh, love it. Great colors. All right, now for some art. You got a little Oh, here it's very nice. You got the journey so far, kind of a summary of what happened thus far. Because, again, it's been a while since the last series, so nice to have a little reminder. There's old Canto. See, breaking through. Looking all cool. He's pissed. For good reason. Okay, and then he goes, I see he's going up the Emerald Tower. There he goes. I guess in that case they're in the top. His friends were locked up in the top of the tower. There you go. Yeah, Drew Zucker's art is I really love it. I love how he draws the metal men. I gotta say, when he draws humans, sometimes they don't look as great. I think that's still awesome. Look at that face. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's always great colors too. See, you throw them out of the. Well, I guess. Yeah, there's windows there. Okay. There we go. Now this is brand new, so that's all I can show you. Now for the story. Oh, how I waited for this story. Oh, but yeah, finally. Oh man, I really, really hope the ending is gonna be good. It not to everyone lives happily ever after, but be like cool, be an epic end. Because if not, it's gonna be so disappointing, especially after waiting. But I really hope it'll be good. So far, great first issue. We got back to Canto. He's now he means business. He's fighting his way through, but unfortunately he's been tricked. Which is a little bit disappointing. I was kind of hoping finally we'd see that match between him and the Shrouded Man. I want to see them fight. Come on, show us some fisticuffs. Well, they're not gonna do fisticuffs, but still. I want to see a fight between these two. I want to see Kento kick him, punch him, and then shove his heart back into his chest. That's what I want to see. It's probably not exactly how that's gonna happen, but I really hope there'll at least be a fight between the two of them. Oh, and then the question: how will this wrap up? Will Kento be able to save his people? Will he be able to save the unnamed world from the Shrouded Man's influence? And also, if he does defeat him, what would it mean for the rest of the world? What would it mean for the Shrouded Man? Would the creatures and people of this world want to kill him, punish him? Well, what's going to happen to him? Well, so I guess you defeat him by giving him his heart back, because then you'll feel again. And perhaps that will stop him finally. Because now he's working on logic alone, I presume. So yeah, he's not, oh, and the harpies, and then not the harpies, what are they called? Those three, princesses. And I don't know, were they princesses? Yeah, they died in the spoilers, they died in the last series. But yeah, I look forward to this battle. I look forward to see what happens. So yeah, a good start. I do hope the rest of the series will be great and there'll at least be a fight. And finally, this will be completed. As much as I love Kento, I hope this really is the final series here that completes the saga of Kento. And it won't be in the end of it. There's more, and there'll be another fight with the Shrouded Man. Come on, I think it's time to wrap this one up already. But that is left to be seen. Anyway, awesome. If you read the previous Cantos, I would recommend, of course, picking this up to see how the story concludes. And, finally a fight. Well, that is it, folks. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!